Good evening again, friends. How's your day been today? As always, I pray it's been a good one for you. My name's Gerald. I'm here at the Innovate Christian Community Church. Actually just here on my porch tonight. I seem to find a different location every time I do these, or at least I try to, so you don't get bored with the look of them at least. Anyway, if you're here tonight for the first time, let me say welcome. We've been doing these nightly Psalm readings, just trying to encourage and bless people that hear them. Maybe you're not real familiar with the scriptures or the Psalms. And if not, that's fine, no problem. My hope is that maybe you'll catch these a little bit more often and maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you'll become familiar with them. But again, it's always a prayer and a hope in mind that they encourage you and that they comfort you. So tonight we're going to look at Psalm 25, another one written by King David. And this one is entitled, Teach Me Your Paths. To you, O Lord, I lift up my soul. O my God, in you I trust. Let me not be put to shame. Let not the enemies exult over me. Indeed, none who wait for you shall be put to shame. They shall be ashamed who are wantonly treacherous. Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me. For you are the God of my salvation. For you I will wait all the day long. Remember your mercy, O Lord, and your steadfast love, for they have been from of old. Remember not the sins of my youth or my transgressions. According to your steadfast love, remember me. For the sake of your goodness, O Lord. Good and upright is the Lord. Therefore he instructs sinners in the way. He leads the humble in what is right and teaches the humble his way. All the paths of the Lord are steadfast love and faithfulness for those who keep his covenant and his testimonies. For your name's sake, O Lord, pardon my guilt, for it is great. Who is the man who fears the Lord? Him he will instruct in the way that he should choose. His soul shall abide in well-being, and his offspring shall inherit the land. The friendship of the Lord is for those who fear him, and he makes known to them his covenant. My eyes are ever toward the Lord, for he will pluck my feet out of the net. Turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am lonely and afflicted. The troubles of my heart are enlarged. Bring me out of my distress. Consider my affliction and my trouble, and forgive all my sins. Consider how many are my foes, and with what violent hatred they hate me. Oh, guard my soul and deliver me. Let me not be put to shame, for I take refuge in you. May integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I will wait for you. Redeem Israel, O God, out of all his troubles. So here we have David, another one of his greater Psalms. Not that any of them's bad, just this is one that really speaks to me anyway. And again, he shares his own struggle. He says he's dealing with loneliness and he's afflicted. And he mentions that, he's hated by many people. And so he's crying out to God again to be there for him. And what I wanted to focus on even more than that, although I love David and how transparent he always is in his writing, is verse 4 and 5 where it says, Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me, for you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all the day long. I pray that you pray that. I pray that I pray that more. I want to know the ways of God so then I know that I'm on the right path. See, it's even for me, I still question from time to time. Am I doing what the Lord wants me to do? Am I bringing him glory by what I'm doing? And you can kind of question, is anybody else going to see this or hear this? And if not, then am I really doing what he wants me to be doing? And so I always want to know, am I in the path or walking in the way that he wants me to walk? Not only that, also understand this as speaking of leading me in your truth, meaning help me to know your word, help me to know your will, help me to live more righteously and more holy in your sight, Lord. Help me to choose the right path more so than the wrong path. Help me to speak truth more than any falsehood. And then he says, you are the God of my salvation. Friends, there is only one God that grants us salvation, and it comes through Jesus Christ alone. And I know there's people out there that may not like to hear that, and it's not my choice to say it or tell it. It's what God's Word says, and it's what's been revealed to me personally as well. That Jesus Christ lived and died, lived a perfect life, and was that perfect sacrifice, suffering for you and I, so that we could be restored to a right relationship with God. There's only one Creator, and that's God on high. That's the Father. Through Jesus, He lived on this earth and walked on this earth to grant us salvation. Through Jesus, He raised from the dead to grant us salvation and to restore our relationship back with Him, because He knew our flesh wants to live for itself. But here we have David reminding himself and praying to God to make me know your ways, because I want to overcome this flesh that wants to deal treacherously, as David also mentions here. I want to live in this flesh righteously for you, O Lord. So friends, I just pray, as always, this is an encouragement to you. And I almost want to say I want to dare you to pray this prayer, because my heart and prayer for you is that God does reveal His will and His way to you. And so friends, I pray that you pray that, and I'll pray for you. Again, I hope this has been a blessing to you, and I look forward to reading tomorrow night's psalm with you. If you ever need anything, leave me a message. If you need me to pray for you, leave me a comment, shoot me a message, and I'll be sure to do so. Have an excellent evening, friends.